So there's a new trend that LinkedIn seems to be trying to push. They're saying that the 996 schedule is making its way to the US, when actually it's not. It's just San Francisco and AI companies. You can see here it says 6-day workweek trend gains steam. The 996 culture may be taking root in the US. If you don't know what 996 is, that's when you work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week. And now they're saying they're seeing signs of people working on Saturdays popping up in San Francisco. Then we have your classic CEO chiming in going, have you heard about the latest trend in work hours, the 996? Then he goes, when I worked at Microsoft, we were pretty well always on. It was a badge of honor to reply to an email at 1 a.m. Work-life balance, he says, who cared? However, we all had options, ownership, and felt like owners. See, that's the thing with working that long anywhere. If you're going to do it, you should probably do it if you own the company or if you have control of some part of the company. Now, apparently, the 72-hour work week is being championed by some people in the tech world as the key to success and market dominance, especially in the competitive AI space. I'm with Anna here. I thought AI was supposed to make life easier. No, they're just firing people and then rehiring them once they realize AI can't quite do the job. Not yet, at least. There's absolutely no reason to work 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week if you're not an owner of the company, especially an AI company. You should be using AI to make your boss think that you've worked 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week so that you get that promotion or whatever it is you're trying to get. You shouldn't just be doing that just because AI is new, at least not if you're a salaried employee, because if you're a salaried employee in the United States, there's no overtime pay. So you can just work and work and work and you'll still get that same salary. And if you don't have any ownership or control of how your salary works, then I'd say that's a pretty big risk. AI doesn't free us from hustle, it multiplies it. Well, if you want to hustle, it can also multiply your balance. It can tell you if you're hustling too much and you should slow down. Oh god, here we go again, helping founders. At first, I thought the talk of working 996 was terrible. Then I remembered my own experience. It's what AI superstar companies are expecting of their employees. What are these AI superstar companies that everyone keeps talking about? Everybody's using ChatGPT to make an agent that does some service. And there you go. You can see here in the chart, 996 is taking over San Francisco. This is how you burn yourself out. Oliver says, if you're doing 996, you're not doing important work or creative work. You're probably just sitting around chatting. They're probably doing busy work or working way beyond the point of diminishing returns so that your work hours aren't even productive anymore. What is, okay, all right, my guy Hans. 996 work culture versus Western Europe 954 work culture. How far will Europe fall behind? Bro, what? So everyone just needs to be working 6 days a week, 1 day off? No. What does this mean for the welfare of our children? Hans, I don't think working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week is going to allow you to have any welfare for your children because you won't be around. There's another article from Wired on 996, and there's this guy, this UK-based venture capitalist, Harry Stebbings. He basically said, truly ambitious startups might need to go even harder to keep up. The truth is, China's really doing from midnight to midnight, 7 days a week. He says, if you want to build a $100 million company, you can do it on 5 days a week. But if you want to build a $10 billion company, you have to work 7 days a week. See, some people just want to enjoy their life. US-based companies and their employees are currently far more enthusiastic about it than their European counterparts. I don't think anyone in the United States is excited about 996. Go home, take some time to yourself, recharge. You can't do good work if you don't take time off. It's like Premier Pete says, feel good, play good, pay good. And that's how it works. You have to go and recharge. But they're just trying to scare you saying, well, we have 1,000 other applicants that will do this. If you won't, we'll replace you with AI. There's a really strong and growing subculture of people, especially in Gen Z, who grew up listening to stories of Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. They dedicated their lives to building life-changing companies. The first 2 years of your startup, you kind of have to do 996. But she only thinks that should be mandatory for company leaders, right? Because they're in control of the company and how it all works. It's their responsibility to make sure it grows, right? And then as things stabilize, they can back off and take more time off. But we know how that goes. They usually just hustle themselves into burnout or some sad LinkedIn post. There's almost a hysteria in the rush to create AI products. So many people making ChatGPT bots. Then there's this really weird post on LinkedIn. Forget about 996. Go 543. Below is an actual picture of two business angels trying to recover after their first week of work. And this guy right here is a vibe investor. Isn't that what every investor is? You kind of have to check the vibe and see how the company's doing before you invest. What is that? 5 hours of work, 4 days a week, 3 months of summer holiday. And here are some business angels in their infrared saunas, I guess? I don't know. What does that have to do with 996 and why is it on the LinkedIn trending news section of LinkedIn? I'm not sure. Really don't know. LinkedIn, any ideas? Now here's the site that has the data on it. And you can see apparently in San Francisco, starting Saturday at 8 a.m., people are up and moving. 1 p.m. the busiest, and then it starts to trend back down until they got to go out for their dinners, do a little more work, and then they go to sleep. Now, how they got this data was by using restaurant and delivery receipts as those corporate cards. Don't work the 996, especially if you're not hourly and don't get any more money for it. If your salary don't have any ownership, it's not your company. They can take everything and run. They can say, thanks for the hard work. We figured out how to get AI to do your job since, you know, we're an AI company. How do you think this is really going to go? Use AI to make it seem like you're working 996 or 007 or whatever. It's not a reason to actually increase your workload to that amount. Like, you still have to sleep, gotta do the day-night cycle, like 12 hours a day, 30-minute commute, maybe gotta stop and get some gas or groceries or whatever, go home, eat some food, brush your teeth, go to bed. Wake up, do it all over again. Your life becomes your job. It's not worth it. Don't do it. You are not your job. Unless you want to be, I guess. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you have anything you'd like me to showcase on the channel, you can email me, Instagram, Discord, however you'd like to do it. The links for all of that are down in the description. Anyways, if you enjoyed me calling out this corporate nonsense, leave a like, subscribe to see more content like it. And if you have anything you'd like me to showcase on the channel, you can email me, Instagram, Discord, however you want to do it. The links for all of that are down below. But having said all that, I hope everyone is doing really well, and I'll see you in the next one.